Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
So costumes, I don't know if everyone has their own designer costumes this way. Makeup is really, really messy if you're not used to makeup. And you just want to be really careful with how you put your costume on and off, because it's probably for more than one night. And if you're in costume, having something to cover it, because it will drip, it will get everywhere, and you don't want a big foundation stain on your spooky costume. So, I'm trying to keep it really simple, which is really complicated for me. Basic foundation, whatever your skin tone is, it does not have to be your skin tone. The lighter, the better. You can also mix this with the white Halloween makeup if you want to just get white Halloween makeup. I like using it because I like to make it a little bit realistic. You can get a white powder from the Halloween store, or you can just get dollar store baby powder if you're not allergic to it. Don't breathe it in, not recommended. So I also have some basic cheap black lipstick. This is all dollar store stuff. You don't have to use dollar store, you can upgrade that. Black nail polish because it's kind of cool. Another thing you can do is just black paint, regular washable black paint, and rub it on your fingertips. It just kind of adds that extra creepy look. A black pencil, another dollar store thing. Black liquid eyeliner, another dollar store thing. And then just any kind of black powder. You can get the black makeup, matte makeup from the Halloween store. You can get it from any store, really. But you want to go for matte and not shimmer so that you're not glamorous and sparkly, unless that's what you're going for. And I think that's it. I was keeping it simple. I did add a little bit of gray. You can add a little bit of grays, reds, if that's okay, just for a little bit of onset. But we're trying to keep it pretty basic with just like the darkened eyes, the sunken cheeks, the black kind of smeared lips, maybe some veins, kind of stuff. Really simple. Is there anything I'm forgetting with that?
I want to just let you all know that we're going to provide some basic black and white makeup and plenty of those pads up there, so you can always have those. We'll have those upstairs at all times.
Okay. So right here I'm just taking a little bit of this foundation, or you can use that white makeup. The only problem with the white makeup, depending on it, is it'll just be kind of streaky.
It's clumpy.
And it just, well, yeah, it just doesn't work. So I'm taking a little bit of this on my palette, my makeshift palette. I'm going to take a little bit of this baby powder and put it on the side of it. This is the part that gets messy. Take a contour brush, because I don't have my sponges. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this.
Could they do this with sponges though?
You can do it with the sponges, yes, you can do it with sponges. If it's just on you, you can do it with your hands, and that's not going to hurt anything. And you want to just basically cover your entire face. And don't worry about it being smooth, because you're dead. So we are just going to kind of add it a little bit here, and eventually we're going to cover the whole face. Now, if you want to go a step above, you can take a glue stick, and you can put a glue stick over your eyebrows. It washes off, make sure it's not like
A glue stick?
a glue stick.
Yes, but it has to be a child's glue stick.
A child's glue stick, do not use Gorilla Glue. Please, and don't say I told you so if you use Gorilla Glue. Don't worry about getting it around the eyes, because we're going to darken the eyes anyway. And if you want to go a step above, you're going to bring it all the way down the neck. And it's okay if it's splotchy. Like I said, you're dead.
This goes for the men as well.
Yes, men, this is what you're doing too. I know. And you're going to do the same thing on every part.
Dead people are dead people. Well, that's
All the way around. Now I'm going to save the lips for last. I do always recommend you covering your lips because it'll make whatever black stuff you put on your lips stick better. So now I'm going to take some of this powder, the baby powder, dab it in the foundation, dab it back in the baby powder. Try not to make too much of a mess. And I'm just going to kind of dab it on different places. Remember, don't worry if it's not smooth. This texture is our friend with horror makeup. And it's pretty simple. A little bit more, kind of just back and forth. Don't worry about making a mess unless it's on your costume because the director probably won't like that.
And the costume director might murder you.
Yeah. But then you'll be really dead and it'll be fine.
True. And
then
then
that's
you'll
the
become a
horror.
prop.
Yeah. So see how it's kind of falling down like skin? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and cover your lips.
And this is a powder and foundation mixture.
Yes, and this is $2 right here.
Great.
And I like using this because it sticks and it looks realistic. And it's cheap and easy. And when you do horror makeup and for haunted houses, you have to be quick. And make my smile. Alright. So now, either whatever black matte eyeshadow you find, dollar store, Spirit Halloween, whatever you want to get for that. I'm using this one right here. And I'm just going to take this. Go ahead, put your chin up. And I'm going to start at the eyebrows and just kind of cover the eyebrows. And we're just going to form a circle around her eye. And it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. I do like that banner. Most you guys don't know what such is. So,
I'm sure they know how to count bodies like you.
you are my kid. I'm just going to bring it around the eyes. And don't worry about like making it a circle because we want it to look realistic, more like a black eye.
How about like really your eye cavities if you,
What?
if you do this, you can tell what your eye cavity is.
Yeah, as if she's sunken in.
Right, well, and in the darker you go, it's going to actually look like she has no eyes when she closes her eyes. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes and look up.
Yeah, I personally like the
And you want to make sure to get under the eye.
You look terrified.
Okay, so that's just a really basic eye. So now I'm going to take and contour a little bit. I'm just going to do a really simple line right here. It's okay if it's just the line and you can go back and you can like blend it a little bit if you want.
It doesn't need to be like your everyday makeup for those who do like your contour. It doesn't need to be straight. It doesn't need to be completely smooth either.
And so now I'm going to make some lines on the cheekbones, right here. A little bit of smile lines. A little bit on the chin. If you want to go a little bit more sunken too, you'll go on the collarbone and everything like that. I don't know how your costumes are. But then that's the powder. When you go back to your contour brush, make sure there's not too many chunks on it. And then you just kind of do like you're doing blush, and you blend in those lines a little bit. Go around here, blend it a little bit. And then your pencil. You can either use a pencil or you can use the liquid.
Liquid's a lot trickier though.
Yeah.
It's a lot creepier.
No, trickier.
Oh, trickier.
Yeah, it's like a very fine tip paintbrush. So with this, you don't have to do this. This is just kind of like extra with some of them with the same.
We're in the bonus round now.
Yeah, we're in the bonus round.
If I just want to kind of add like some creepy veins.
Can we do this with red?
I think we're trying to stick kind of the black and white theme and not so much gore and blood. And you can go all the way down on her neck, just that basic thing. And then you take this again, go back to your black. And then you're just going to kind of shadow it just a little bit. And then the last part is the lips. And I'm just going to put this on because I haven't been using it anyone. You can just keep this black lipstick. We're not doing glam, so don't be afraid to make a mess of your lips.
So there's some hygiene issues that happen with makeup that we need to be aware of.
Yes.
If we're sharing makeup upstairs, whenever you put it on the makeup and then on yourself, you need to use a new fresh sponge. You wouldn't want to do your lips and then leave it and somebody else use that same one, same with eyes.
So these right here, dollar store, you can use them to apply the eyeshadow. You can even use them to apply the lipstick. These brushes right here, dollar store. What I'll do is I'll take these home, wash them with antibacterial stuff, but I don't use the same brushes on.
So we'll have basics up there. Just be safe using sponges, don't double dip.
In case you need
And
it,
then
you
if you want to
might.
get some extra things at the dollar store that are just yours, it's cool too.
And then you just take one of these in and kind of just smear it around because we're not pretty, we're dead.
But you can be pretty in this.
You could be pretty in
Yeah, we may have some pretty.
Does it work?
I'm gonna say there's different looks. If you want to do like just the white face one, but
Yeah, so we might find out your character is less dead and terrifying. We'll still go with the white and the black look, but it might not be so veins and
so would that be like what the conductors are gonna have? Like what?
more like that.
Okay.
Sounds
And we could do different looks if we're still doing more. This is look one.
Looks fantastic.
Well, the other thing is like,
You're glamorous.
Are you yes, you can put that on. Here, take this off for you.
Good job, Mom.
That's like killing my
Really pretty under.
Yeah, no, I like the like lighter dark.
Let's give her a big hand.
Come back this way if you would.
Isn't she lovely?
There you go. Ah. I love it. So, like Robin was saying, we can find different levels on this. We're working with a black and white palette. She's got this this is someone who's seen some bad stuff, right? This is not someone that's going to be like, I'm so happy it's my wedding day. This is someone that's like, he's left me, I'm going to find him. You know what I mean? So,
Like corpse bride.
so
Corpse bride with vibes.
wonderful. Robin and Rico.
She done all the work. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Before you stop, I was just going to say,
I'm sorry, is there anyone else who wants to look?
before she got with the kind of a scary look, she just done the eyes without doing the veins. She hadn't really smeared things in. Put the lips on nicely, and she still had that sunken look. Remember when she did these sides here and brushed that in? That gave it a real gaunt look on the sides. Definitely stand up for a second. I love what they did with Saber's eyes. If you look around his eyes, he's got kind of a mess going on around his eyes, which, like she says, in the dark is going to come across as really something.
And if you look a certain way, like if you put your head down, it looks like he has no eyes.
Yeah, if you close your eyes, you put a light shimmer, you keep your eyelids shimmery, and you just kind of put almost like a cat iris. In the dark, it's gonna look like you have these really crazy ghost eyes. Without having to buy any contacts. Yes, you don't have to use contacts, you can do makeup contacts. If you guys wanna even get crazier and get charcoal toothpaste, just saying, it looks
Would
really
you like
cool.
to come up and see what she has here? Everybody come cluster around, come see her stuff. We'll walk over here.
Yeah, you can just show them things so they can ask the questions. Any questions for Robin over there?
He's a really good photographer. I want him to
Cool.
take
Yeah.
Mrs. Damon.
Yeah, you said
McKaylin.
that's-
David, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Any
you.
questions? No?
So follow.
Yeah.